Welcome to the Kingdom, guys. This is episode 6 of Royal Vision Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Matthew. We got a really special guest today. She's a basketball player. She's a combo guard playing for Spring Mills High School. She plays with the West Virginia Thunder Select 40. She's been competing at a high level for almost 4 years, originally from Germantown, Maryland. She'll be attending West Virginia Westland on a full athletic scholarship. In her long list of accolades, she scored over 1,000 points in her high school career, over 400 rebounds. She's a two-time EPAC first-team member, a two-time Journal's Girls Basketball Player of the Year. She's made All-State second-team and first-team, and she made it on the All-Tournament team. So without further ado, let me introduce you guys, Kilah Dandridge. Okay. How you feeling?
Good.
Good. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, you're a basketball player. What initially drew you to basketball?
My older sister playing growing up, watching her going to her high school games, middle school games, and then also watching LeBron growing up too.
Yeah, and then so, how long have you been playing basketball?
Probably since like first grade, I would say.
Okay. Was there any other sport that kind of caught your eye before that, or has it always been basketball?
It's just always been basketball.
And so you say you like LeBron. What is it about LeBron that like stands out to you?
Just how he plays on the court, his offense, his defense, his motor, how he keeps everybody involved, and he also goes and gets his own shots when he knows he has to.
Yeah. Do you feel like you try to model your game after him at all?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. What about like KD? Do you have any like love for KD, or is it strictly LeBron?
It's just like strictly.
Just strictly LeBron. So were there moments in your journey where you felt underestimated, and how did you feel like you handled that?
Probably a moment where I felt underestimated probably was maybe like last year, 11th grade, going into a new school, people not knowing who I really am like that.
Yeah.
So I overcame that by just like going out there and just showing what I could do on the court.
For sure. Was there like outside talk going on, or was it like kind of walk me through the experience?
Of playing at Gritty?
Yeah, just like the where you felt like underestimated. What was there anything major that stuck out to you?
I don't know that not that I can think of.
Okay. So being a female athlete, have you ever faced challenges or biases that shaped how you approach the game?
Yeah. First people think because like I'm a girl, I can't do as much as like the guys do. But I wouldn't say that. I think we're just as capable. I'm just as capable. The only thing is that I just can't dunk.
You just can't dunk.
Yeah.
That's true. Have you ever felt like moments where you felt pressure to like prove yourself, or have you kind of just been?
I don't really think about that. Like try to look at it that way. I just try to go out there and just play my game.
But you play against the guys, don't you?
Sometimes.
And how do you feel like that's like improve your game?
A lot more toughness. Like especially playing against them, they're gonna be stronger.
Yeah.
So like playing against kids that are stronger also helps. Like when I'm attacking the basket,
Yeah.
I can handle the ball better with going up because I have that strength to get through them.
Is there any player, like male player that you've played against specifically that you feel like's really improved your game?
There's this one kid I used to play with like outside at my house. He was really good. So like playing against him like helped shape me for basketball too.
Yeah.
Because I had to do better on defense.
Yeah.
And I had to learn how to get by him on offense.
For sure. And so like your personal identity, how do you feel like that's evolved alongside your career in basketball?
I think it's evolved a lot. I think basketball has also like it's helped me in like many different ways. Would
you say it's made you more confident off the court?
Yeah, more confident.
What
More confident in
ways?
myself.
What ways has it made you more confident?
Just it's like helped me believe in myself a lot more.
Did you used to like not believe in yourself a lot?
Not really, no.
What kind of stem from that? Where does that stem from?
Um, I think it was just like I wasn't in the right mindset all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just like when I would have a bad game or something, I just would like in my head I would just think I'm not that good. But as I've gotten older, I've just like kept a positive mindset, and like everybody has bad games, so I just let it just go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, most of the time you have to. You got to build yourself up. And then, do you feel like you've definitely made sacrifices in your sport? How do you feel like those have shaped you and built resilience?
Um, I think it shaped me in a good way, like with the sacrifices. Like, well, for my mom, like she's had to sacrifice a lot
Mm.
for me to be able to get where I am today with money and traveling. But I would say it shaped me into a good person.
Like somebody who just not necessarily makes good decisions, but like is just a good person to other people.
Yeah,
They just taught you life lessons and whatnot.
yeah.
And you talk about traveling. You play AAU. Like, where's the top three places you've ever traveled?
Say Vegas, Kentucky, and Atlanta.
Atlanta. Which one of those three was your favorite?
I would have to say Kentucky with all the different teams, like all the different teams that you got to see out there play, and all the courts,
How many courts were there?
60 plus.
So for real, it's so like, what was what was the competition like out there? Like, it must have been tough playing
Yeah,
6 plus teams.
it's real tough out there. There's like select 40, and then you have like power 24 and like elite 40, which I was in the select 40. Those teams are tough teams. Like there's nothing easy when you're
Mm.
going out there and playing Kentucky.
So you're playing against like 4 and 5 star recruits
Sometimes, yes.
most of the time.
Yeah.
And then so in Vegas, what was Vegas like? Because I personally I've never been to Las Vegas.
Well, stepping right off that plane, it was very hot. But it was a good experience getting to play somewhere that I've never played before,
Mm-hmm.
getting to see different people, getting to meet NBA players, seeing WNBA players. So that was a very good experience.
That's cool. Who was your favorite NBA player to meet?
Matt Barnes.
Was LeBron there?
No.
He wasn't. That would have been cool though if you got to meet LeBron.
Yeah.
And then so like in Atlanta, what was the Atlanta tournament? What was that like?
That was like a intense type of tournament. Like
Mm.
there was like there's multiple coaches at those tournaments, so it's kind of like you have to play your A game
Okay.
in front of them. But yeah, those I like those tournaments. Those are fun because it's a good experience for to like prepare yourself for college.
Yeah. It's so playing at those high level tournaments, you got all these college coaches, college scouts there, sometimes NBA scouts or WNBA scouts. How do you manage that pressure?
I just try not to think about it. I just
Mm-hmm.
try to go out there and just play my game. Whatever comes to me will come to me. So I just go out there, play my game, have fun, and enjoy it with my teammates.
For sure. I mean, I think it's just what you just gotta to keep a level head,
Yeah.
not try to get too absorbed into the moment. And then, so early in your career, what are some like defining moments that shaped your mindset?
I would say 10th grade year is what really like shaped my mindset and like got me doing better.
Mm.
Especially after the state tournament, like I realized that like I'm good at basketball. Like
Yeah.
I know I was like okay, but like making like the all state team,
Yeah.
like that helped me a lot more. Like knowing that I can do this, like it just it gave me a positive mindset and like a mindset to just go harder.
So do you feel like you evolved between your sophomore year to your junior year?
Yeah, I do. I do
How
think I
how
did.
do you feel like your game developed and how do you feel like you evolved?
A lot. I think I've done a lot better with like the one-on-ones. I think that's
Yeah.
something that has gotten better. Getting my own shots, creating space for myself.
And so I noticed in your games, most of the time you kind of get face guarded. So how do you feel like you've been able to create shots despite getting face guarded the entire game? Because I know it's frustrating.
Yeah, it can be frustrating sometimes having somebody in your face the whole game. But I sometimes am able to get open shots. Like if my teammates come down, set a screen
Yeah.
for me, and I can just curl off of that and get myself an open shot. Or if I bring up the ball and then like I have an ISO. So those are like the couple ways that I can create my own shot.
So when you were I know you committed to Westland, but when you were in the recruiting process, did any coaches like point out, like, hey, we see you getting face guarded the whole time. We're doing a really good job with that.
My coach that I have now,
Mm-hmm.
he's told me that he told me that I had a really good high school career and that even though I've been getting like face guarded, I've been doing very well.
That's good. So like that's some positive reinforcement because
Yeah,
I can only imagine if I was out there getting face guarded the whole time, I'd definitely get frustrated. I'd be
yeah.
like if I normally score 20 and I was only scored 12, I'd be like, what the heck? But and so like your upbringing, you know, you have your mom, your sisters. How do you feel like they influenced your approach to competition?
I think with like my sister with her playing, she's basically showed me that like it's tough out there. Like nothing's gonna come easy. So I've just always tried to like I've always tried to go out there and not and like do my best. And
Yeah.
with my mom, she just tells me to go out there, give it my all every time.
Yeah.
You're gonna like I'm gonna miss shots, but I have to get back, sprint back. If I miss a layup, don't stand there, run back, get back on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep playing the game because you're gonna miss shots. So
Yeah, for sure. And how do you feel like them being in your ears shaped you into a leader on the court?
I think they've done a good job with that because like now I'm more vocal
Mm-hmm.
with like my teammates. I try to push them. I try to talk to them, like help them out with what they need to like
Mm-hmm.
help with on. So I think that they've helped me in a very good way to be a leader.
So, and one thing I'm curious about, I don't like pulling like the women are more emotional card, but they are more emotionally intelligent than men. It's just a fact. But how do you feel like your leadership approach with girls is different from like, let's say you were playing with guys?
It's more like not like a necessary calm, but
Mm-hmm.
like you watch what you say type of thing.
Okay.
Because yeah, because girls can be sensitive sometimes, so like you have to like sometimes watch what you say. It's not really about how you say it, but it's kind of like the words that come out your mouth.
Okay. S- so like you got to be picky about what you say.
Sometimes, yeah.
So like, let's say I'm a girl and I've missed my last three shots. What would you say to me?
Mm. I, I
And
would
I'm
I
super
would say
sensitive.
I would say you're good. Just keep shooting. They're gonna eventually fall.
Okay. So let's say I'm not sensitive. What would you say to me?
Probably something like pick it up.
Pick it up.
Yeah,
Okay. So it just depends on the girl.
yeah.
Okay. So you really got to know your audience. Uh, so how do you feel like personal experiences outside of basketball shape the way you've competed on the court?
Dang it, I was just looking at this question too. With like personal experience, like what type of personal experiences?
It could be maybe a job that you have outside of basketball. Maybe it's like community service. Maybe it's like a upbringing thing, like the way that you spend time at your house.
I would say with my program, my bridge program, with mentoring a kid,
Hmm.
that's helped me like become a better person and become a better leader also too because
Hmm.
I'm there for somebody just like if my teammates need me to be there for them.
How many days a week do you do the bridge program?
Once a week.
And kind of walk me through that experience. Like, what do you do? Where are you at?
I go to North Middle School.
Okay.
For like 45 minutes, I just sit and I talk to a kid that just needs help with school or just life, that struggling a little bit. So I
Hmm.
just try to be like an outlet for them, talk to them about school, get their mind off of things, help them with whatever they need help with.
Do you feel like you spend more time talking about life than you do school?
Yeah.
100%. I remember doing pass and it's like the same thing. Um, what's one skill or hobby outside of basketball you feel like you were better at?
One skill outside of basketball that I think I'm better at. Um, Not basketball related.
It could be basketball related or like a hobby that you wish that you indulged in more.
I like pickleball.
Do you actually like
Yeah.
you played pickleball before?
Yeah.
Explain pickleball to me because I've never played. I played tennis.
I played like 2, 3 times, but for some reason to me, like, it's just a very fun sport to do. Like, it's kind of like tennis,
Yeah.
but you have to let the ball hit the ground, I think 3 times before you can just start hitting it, like, back and forth. But it's basically like tennis, just but
Just
different, like
just like with a wiffle ball.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Is so are you would you say you're pretty good or like decent? You're all right?
I'm decent. Yeah. Well,
Decent.
I got a pickleball set for Christmas, so
Did
I'm
you really?
trying to like play with that a little bit. Yeah.
Who have you played against? Have you played against like people your age, older people?
Playing against the kids at school, like during school
Okay.
before. Yeah.
And you hold your own.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so your guys' season just ended a couple weeks ago. How have you spent this time unwinding? And like, what's your go-to thing to unwind and relax after a season?
The thing I've been doing most is like sleeping, just giving my body a second to just finally
Mm.
rest, and playing Xbox.
You play Xbox?
Yeah.
What games do you play?
Assassin's Creed and NBA.
Which one do you like more though?
Assassin's Creed.
And you got the new one just came out, right?
Yeah.
Have you been playing that one?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Um, that one's based in like, I don't even know what it's based in, but it's like it's a very good story. It's like
Yeah.
the storyline, it's told very well.
Did you play was it Odyssey, Valhalla, and then the one with the Roman Empire?
I played the Valhalla and Mirage. I think that's how you said it.
Mirage. Yeah, I
The
know what you're
one
talking about.
last year.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. I haven't played those in forever. I sold my consoles. um so in a male dominated sports culture, how do you maintain confidence and stand firm in your abilities?
Just by believing in myself and showing that like girls basketball is just like guys
Hmm.
basketball. Like it's just as important.
How do you feel like you've made an impact in women's basketball to kind of put it on a pedestal with men's?
I think I've made an impact by like doing the stuff I've done throughout my whole high school career,
Hmm.
especially for the EPAC. Like I've I've done a lot to like try and help the EPAC like get put on the map a little more and
Yeah.
like gain a little bit more respect.
Do you feel like there's any other girls also in the EPAC that you felt you've kind of been side by side with working to like build up women's sports?
I would say I think I think all the girls really like
Okay.
try and build up the sport girls basketball over here.
Because I remember the regional game, that gym was packed,
Yeah.
which is good. And then, so your favorite basketball player, she used to play UConn,
Yeah.
right? What's her name again?
Nika Moore, but I also very big fan of Cameron Brink.
Cameron Brink. Oh,
Yes.
the girl, she tore ACL, right?
Yeah.
That sucked. I felt really bad for her because I think she came, didn't she play at
She played at Stanford.
Stanford? I was going to say UNC, but I think Alyssa Stansby or something, Canby or something like that. But, so those girls, those are your role models on the women's side, right? How do you feel like they've really influenced your mindset, influenced your game?
Um, they showed me that like there's you're not gonna have a great game every game,
Mm-hmm.
and that just to push through it, have a great mindset like even after the game. Like I seen like the girl from Kentucky, Georgia, Amore. She missed the last shot to make it to the Sweet 16 of
Yeah.
the tournament, but her quote after the game was just, "I'm not gonna let one shot define my 5 years of college basketball." So like I try to like keep that mindset too, like one bad game or like a free throw that could help us win the game.
Yeah.
Like can't let that define my whole high school career.
For sure. Has there ever been a moment where the game's on the line and you're responsible for making the last shot and it didn't work out, or maybe it did?
Yeah, I think multiple ninth grade year it happened when we were playing Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I had the ball for the last shot and I went to do a spin move and I lost the ball and they got it. So, but they didn't make the free throws. So
Let's
we
go.
still got to go to states. And then I would say this year against Martinsburg, I was on the line for 2 free throws and I missed one. And then we lost by 3 though. So it was first I felt like that I cost the game in a way because if I would have made just 2 free throws
Yeah.
and if we just had one more shot after that, we could have won.
And how do you kind of weave and manage that without, because at the end of the day, it's not your fault. I mean, there's multiple underlying factors, but how do you manage not being so hard on yourself and, um, I guess, having empathy with yourself, compassion?
Um, well, I'll be hard on myself for like a second, but then I'm like, it's not all on me. There was other turnovers,
Yeah.
mistakes that happened, so I can't blame just one shot on how the whole game goes.
And so, like, in moments like that, how do you mentally recover?
Um, just by like trying to stay positive,
Mm.
not keep thinking about the game. Like my mom says, it's in the past. Like
Yeah.
just leave it there. So I just try to keep a positive mindset and not keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like not to like just sit there and think and think and think. Like try to move on.
Is there any, like, external thing you do, like listen to music, maybe go, like, run and get Dairy Queen, something like that?
Sometimes just sleep.
Just
Like,
sleep. Sleep it
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Hmm. And then, so with being like a star athlete like yourself, you've received a lot of criticism. How do you deal and manage that criticism?
Just let it go in one ear and out the other. Um, Over like these past 4 years, I've just learned that people are gonna talk. They're gonna say things because that's just what people do, especially student sections.
Yeah.
Like that's their whole point in being there. It's just to try
Yeah.
to get in your head. So I would just try to stay confident in myself and like I know my game. So like at the end of the day, even if I do have a bad game, that's not gonna like define how I am as like a whole basketball player.
For sure. And if you're ready to feel like a king, feel like a queen, and wear that crown, go copy your Kingdom merch. We got gym tank tops, t-shirts, got sweatshirts, all that you can personalize and make them about you. You can put your name on it, your initials, favorite Bible verse, something that means something to you so that you can truly wear the crown. I appreciate you guys. And then, so what do you feel like is like the craziest thing you've heard while playing the game?
Ninth grade year, getting overrated chance.
So being a freshman, getting called overrated.
Yeah, was kind of crazy to me.
What team was that?
Mountain Ridge.
You guys ended up blowing them out?
No, we lost. I think we lost by like 6 or something like
Oh,
that.
darn.
And then this year, first game, Wheeling Park, I got told that I couldn't guard a brick wall. So that was something too. But at the end of the day, I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
So I just laugh it off.
Have you ever had like opposing teams make like posters of your face?
No.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Just give it time. Give it time. That's funny. And then what about, so like social media with, we're in a digital age. How do you feel like, have you received any criticism on social media?
No. Everybody's like the people that I'm surrounded by have all just been positive on social media.
Let's go. And then So, what role do you feel like emotional intelligence plays in being a successful athlete?
I think it plays a very big role because if like you have to have a good mindset. Like
Mm.
you can't always let your emotions get to you because that can mess up your game.
Yeah,
You have to stay locked in. Like everybody, you're gonna have your moments, but you have to stay locked in.
for sure. So, like, do you feel like when playing a game, like when you are a really good basketball player, do you ever feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't score so much. Maybe I need to pass it more, or maybe I need to score more. Like, do you ever have like mental battles?
Yeah, I've had moments on the court where I've been like, I feel like I've taken so many shots, and I feel
Yeah,
like I haven't gotten my teammates as many shots. So I'd be like, I need to pass more. I
yeah.
need to get my teammates open more. And then I've had times where I've been like, I haven't really shot the ball. Like
Mm.
I need to get my shots. So yeah.
And is there, so when that happens, like when you're not taking shots, do you, like, what's the outside noise like? Do you feel like there's people like screaming at you, like, hey, shoot more, pass more?
I don't really think it's that outside noise. I think it's just more me. Like
Mm.
more it's more in my head.
I got you. So, with the different highs and lows of competition, how do you manage the highs versus the lows and make sure they're not too extreme?
I try not to let myself get too low.
Mm.
Like if I know like I'm starting to feel bad for
Mm.
myself or something like that, like I'll try to keep like positive state. And I don't try I always try to stay as humble as possible. Like
Mm.
I'm not like one of the people that like go around thinking like I'm this amazing person. I just try
Yeah.
to keep a level head, stay humble, and just can like continue playing my game.
So your biggest thing, so you internally validate yourself in a way. Don't look for like the outside praise. And so in like these big moments, so like a couple years ago, you played in the state semifinals. How did you feel? How do you feel like you managed playing in that on such a high stage, such a big stage?
Um, I think I managed that very well. Like I knew there was a lot of eyes on us,
Mm.
especially coming in as the 5 seed playing the 4. Nobody really thought like we were gonna win that game
Yeah,
because of playing over in the EPAC. They thought we were just like they thought because of the way we were winning over here, we didn't think we could like play against teams over there.
like it wouldn't translate.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, but then we went out there and we won. So I'd say I think managed that very well. Like
Yeah,
kept a level head.
because you guys had a really good team. You had, I know she graduated a couple years before you. I can't remember her name, but then you also had Olivia Balduke, you had Faith Bush, another girl that I think you played on Soldiers with at one point. I think she graduated last year with Faith.
Tori.
Yeah, Tori. So, like, and you'd play with those girls for 4 or 5 years up to that point. What was kind of like playing with those girls?
Fun, especially getting, especially when I've been playing with them like my whole life,
Yeah.
basically. That's like a big moment, making it to the state tournament all together.
Mm.
That's like something that you have to cherish.
Yeah. And so, not to pick favorites, but like, who do you enjoy playing with the most? Who do you feel like you have the most chemistry with?
I would say I would say Olivia Baldwin. Like we playing with each other since middle
Mm.
school, so going into that, like our chemistry was strong. Like 6 years of playing
Yeah.
6 straight years of playing basketball together. So I would say playing with her was like one of the most fun times.
How do you feel like you guys feed off of one another when you play?
She knows how I play. I know how she plays. So
Mm.
we used to just get to our spots
Yeah.
and we know where each other were on the court. So it was kind of like we just connected.
That's good. So it's like, um, she knows you're gonna be open. You know you're gonna be open.
Yeah, it's like she could get a rebound and she knows I'm running the floor just
Yeah.
to throw it up.
That's that's like unspoken chemistry.
Yeah.
That's like mind games. That's awesome. So what do you so pregame? let's just say before, like, so the state tournament game, what's your pregame ritual? Superstitions or just what gets you ready?
Um, 2 fruit snacks before every game.
2 fruit
Two
snacks?
bags of fruit snacks for every game. The Welch's fruit snacks. I always listen to I always listen to music. I try to listen to music all the time just to
Mm.
stay calm and focus. And gotta bring my LeBrons with me everywhere.
So the fruit snack, what is it about the fruit snacks? It's like, I got to eat these before every game.
I don't know. For me, I feel like I play better when I eat fruit snacks.
Okay.
That's how I was throughout travel basketball too. I always used to eat 2 bags of fruit snacks before the game.
And it's only two?
Yeah, only 2.
Okay. What about, is there like a certain way that you eat them?
Yeah,
Okay,
I do
so
like I do like from my least favorite to my favorite
which one's is it by color or is it by shape?
color.
Okay, so which one would you eat first and which one would you eat last?
I eat like the yellowish ones first.
Okay.
And then I eat the red ones last.
Because the reds are your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said, what is it? Music. So what kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to like I listen to hip hop and stuff at
Okay.
first. And then once it gets closer to the game, I'll start listening to like music, more calm music that will calm me down and just get my nerves down and help me get ready for the game.
So are you like a really nervous person before the game?
Yeah, I get nervous.
So like 1 to 10, 10 being the most,
Probably sometimes like 7, 8.
7, 8?
Yeah.
What gets you so nervous?
I don't know. I think it's just me. I think I just get myself built up
Okay.
and then I just get myself nervous.
And then how long do the nerves last before the game starts? Or
All the way until jump ball.
okay.
Then once jump ball's over, there's no more nerves.
You're just good.
Yeah.
So it's just like that built up momentum, that anticipation.
Just waiting for the game to actually start.
Okay. Because I don't, like, when you watch you play, you don't even look nervous. You kind of just have like I don't want to say like a mean mug, but like almost a mean mug in a way. You're just like, I'm here, I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
we're cool. Is there any like pregame rituals while you're on the court that you do or superstitions?
Yeah. When we shoot in the corners, I gotta do 2 and 2.
Okay.
I can't like touch the lines because I feel when I touch the line certain way, I feel like I'm about to have like a bad game, so I gotta go back and do it again.
Do you have like OCD?
Yeah.
Like severe OCD almost, in a way?
In a way.
So what is it with the twos? Like, why is it eat twos and like even numbers?
I can't do odds. Odd numbers just make me feel weird. So I try to keep everything even. I just try to keep everything even because I feel like if I don't keep it even, sometimes like during basketball, I feel like I'm gonna have a bad game, even though I know I'm not gonna have a bad game based off if I shoot 2 shots or 3. But that's in my mind. I think I will.
Do you think about that like when you shoot like threes versus twos? Like, do you like twos more because they're even?
I don't think about that when I'm on like the court.
Okay.
But like when I have like the time to think about it, like during warm ups, I think about it a lot more.
So will you make sure? So let's say you shoot 4 shots. Would you then, and you only make 3 out of those 4? Would you shoot 2 more to make sure that it's like 4 and 6 or 5 and 6?
I would probably, if I only made 3 out of the 4 shots, I probably would just shoot 1 more just to say I had 4.
Okay.
That's like after every practice, I always had to shoot 2 layups.
Okay.
Just to end practice.
Gotcha. So you don't leave the court without missing a shot.
Yeah, I try to make 2 layups and then I'll leave the court.
And then you're talking about your LeBrons. What is it about the LeBrons?
That's just been my shoe since 9th grade. Like they're beat up now. Inside's ripped up, outside's ripped up. But like I've always played good when I've worn those. Mm-hmm. But since we got a team shoe this year, I've just brought them along just to have them like a comfort shoe.
Yeah. And have you ever thought about getting them restored so you can wear them again?
No, I think I'm just gonna leave them how they are.
And you're gonna take them to Westland with you, aren't you?
Yeah, probably.
Get like an airtight sealed case or something and just kind of like keep them framed, something like that.
Yeah. That's
funny. That's neat though. I don't think there's ever been anything that that's a lot. I have like a pillow. I won't go anywhere without it. So Do you ever like visualize or like mentally rehearse before playing a game, or moments leading up to a game?
Say that one more time.
Do you ever like visualize or mentally rehearse before stepping onto the court, playing in a game?
Um, I try to just visualize myself like going out there and just doing all that I can, like
Hmm.
um, playing my heart out, playing
Yeah.
till the buzzer hits zero, and with the mental side, I just try to keep confidence in myself, tell myself I'm good. Like
Yeah.
after a missed shot, just get back. Like you're good. You're gonna miss the shot. You're gonna miss some shots, but then there's gonna be some that are gonna eventually fall. So
Yeah. So kind of like just walking through the game, like your motions in your head mentally preparing so you're good to go. Has there been any moments where, let's say, it's halftime and you didn't do too well the first half? Did you mentally rehearse or like visualize yourself going out and succeeding?
yeah, there's been a couple times where I haven't had a good half,
Hmm.
and then I'll just go in the locker room, get myself together, and then when I come back out, like the second half, I just do a lot better because I'm staying confident in myself, like just telling myself I'm good.
Has there ever been like a moment where, do you know what imposter syndrome is? So it's
I've
like,
heard of it though, but I don't know what it is.
it's like almost like you don't feel like you deserve the recognition. Like your awards, your achievements, everything you've done isn't yours. Like you're an imposter. Like you're not worthy of it. Have you ever had moments where you felt like that?
Sometimes, not really, but sometimes I'm just like I feel like I don't deserve this. Like I feel like I'm not as good as people think I am.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've had those moments a couple times.
Have you kind of? What did you do to overcome those?
Um, I just sometimes like I have my awards on my walls,
Yeah.
so like sometimes I'll go in there and I'll like look at them and just be like, I put the work in to be able to get these awards. Like and Dave, I do deserve them.
Yeah.
I went out there and I put my work in, even when people didn't see it.
Yeah.
So like that's my award.
And so, how do you feel like you detach yourself from your awards and acknowledge that you're more than you're just what your awards say you are?
Um, yeah, I haven't. I don't really try to like put my name with my awards. Like,
Mm.
I'm more than just what the award tells me I am.
Yeah.
So I detach myself from it by just not focusing on it as much. Like
Mm.
that the words, yeah, they're a good achievement, but like they're not. They don't define like
Yeah.
who I am as a basketball player.
Kind of like they're nothing without you in a
Yeah,
way. Like in a way you are the award.
yeah.
You brought value to it. So has there ever been like a mental block you've had to overcome in your career?
Yes, 10th grade year when I wanted to stop playing basketball,
Mm.
like just give up the whole sport all the way. Um, but then I had like family, friends, my support system, my trainer, Money Mart training,
Mm.
uh, helped me like get the love for basketball back again, going to workouts, just staying consistent with workouts and like trying to bring the love back to me. So
Is there like any specific reason why you started to not love the game anymore?
I don't think there was anything like that was like made me want to just quit like that. I think I was just overwhelmed with just basketball overall. So I think I just wanted to just give it up.
And so what is it that they did specifically that helped you find that love again? What did you do specifically to find that love again?
Well, they let me have my moment they let me have my moment. And then like it was kind of like don't just give this up. Like you
Yeah.
work too hard to just give it up. So then I just got back in the gym and then I finally just found the love for it again.
Hmm. Do you think it was fueled by whys? What do you feel like your whys are for playing the game?
Um my mom, family and stuff for always supporting me.
Hmm.
Like they've done a lot for me and to just give it up. Like
Yeah.
not like I can't just give it up after everything like they've done.
And so I remember it was your sophomore year, right, where you broke your ankle. That can, or
Sophomore,
was it foot?
my foot, ninth grade year.
Ninth grade year. Okay. So you broke your foot. How do you feel like, do you feel like that had any impact on basketball going into your sophomore year at all?
I broke it. Actually, I broke it going into my ninth grade year.
Going into freshman year.
Yeah. So that did have an impact on me because it was like we were just starting up like the summer camps and
Yeah.
I couldn't play.
Yeah.
So it was like I was already a step behind everybody else that was coming in because they were playing in the summer camp. So I feel like that did take a toll on my mind, not being able to play basketball and just sitting out and watching everybody else play.
Yeah. Did you find a way to get better despite not being able to move as well?
Yeah, so dribble the basketball, like
Yeah.
sitting down and dribbling the basketball.
And then what other things did you feel like you were able to do outside of basketball? Do you feel like you got more knowledgeable involving like the X and O's of the game?
Yeah, definitely. I focus on the game a lot more, like the little things.
So, what's one thing that you feel like what is a strategy that helps you build confidence? What helps you build resilience when you're playing on the court?
Um, I go out there and I just like I'd be thinking I'm just trying to think like I'm LeBron in a way. Like I try to get myself hyped up. Like
Yeah.
I can go out there and get a bucket.
Yeah. So you kind of like almost like you embody LeBron's energy in a way.
Yeah.
Just like I know I'm Kilah Dandridge, but I'm gonna pretend like I'm LeBron real quick, and I'm just gonna show up and I'm just gonna play.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask. So if you had a celebrity join your team for a day, who would it be and why? I have a feeling I know who it is.
LeBron.
Okay, so why would it be LeBron?
Just I would love to learn like the game from him. Like he has his IQ is insane. Like the way he sees the floor is crazy. Not a lot of people can see the floor the way he sees the floor.
Do you feel like you guys would be a dynamic duo?
Could be, yeah.
Have you? What moment like in LeBron's game where he's just talking about like the IQ part stands out to you the most?
There was this one time he was talking to Anthony Davis. Like
Yeah.
he told him to dribble it one time, go into the guy's chest. He's gonna jump, so then go into his chest. And then the next play, Anthony Davis did exactly that. Like went right into the guy's chest, got it in one. So it's kind of crazy how he knows the game, like how he sees the floor, how he knows what the players are gonna do.
Yeah. Or have you ever heard when he's saying to the other guy's team, the player, like, no, you're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Like just
He'll put them in exact spots, and then yeah,
it's
crazy.
like photographic memory in a way.
Yeah.
So do you feel like what type of basketball do you feel like you watch more? Do you watch professional or do you watch college?
College basketball.
Okay, so you've probably been watching the NCAA tournament lately.
A little bit, yeah.
What is it about like college basketball over NBA basketball or WNBA basketball that you enjoy?
I think just I can relate to like a little bit more because they're younger.
Yeah.
Like when we all go through the same things, but I feel like I enjoy it more because I feel more connected to like those players.
Okay. Do you feel like you empathize with them more?
Yeah.
Have you met any college basketball players personally?
Yeah, I met this one girl that went to UConn.
Okay.
She doesn't go there anymore. I think she's playing for professional basketball, but not like WNBA. But
Oh, like overseas.
yeah.
So what advice did they give you when when you're coming up, when you're in the recruitment process?
Just don't get overwhelmed by it. Like don't get overwhelmed. Like don't stress out about it. Like take your time with it all.
So you felt like they were like very big support throughout the whole process. And so like your new teammates at Westland, have you had any of them reach out to you or have you talked to any of them?
I've talked to them. I talked to them a little bit, but like when I went on the visit, but like I haven't really talked to them since.
How do you feel like? So, what was the biggest part of choosing Westland?
Like the family, like they're like a big family over there. the coach is very welcoming, very nice. He's always checking up on me, making sure I'm doing good in school and in basketball. And their team, they have a really good team. And another thing is like all of us that are incoming freshmen I've played travel basketball with, so it's like I'm going in with girls that I know, so it's not like I'm by myself.
Okay, so it's like something you're familiar with that
Yeah.
way. Yeah. And so playing with those girls in travel ball, what do you feel like is what have you enjoyed the most about playing with them in travel ball, but now getting to play with them in college?
Just the way that we can like read each other on the court, like understanding each other's spots. Like I have my teammate from Spring Valley,
Yeah.
Allie Daniels. We did a lot of pick and roll action in
Okay.
travel. So like she was screen roll.
Yeah.
Just I dump it down to her. So like that's something I feel like we can translate in college too. That'll work very well.
This episode of Royal Vision Podcast is sponsored by Trophies Plus here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. If you're looking for sublimated mugs, trophies, awards, or even embroidered hats, go to Trophies Plus in Martinsburg, West Virginia to go cop all those needs. That'd be good. Now, what position is she a guard too?
Center.
She's a center?
Yeah.
How tall is she?
6'1".
Jesus. That's as tall as me.
Yeah,
Oh
she's
my goodness.
6'1".
That's crazy. Forget about that. So like your social media platform, I feel like you have a decent sized social media. How do you want to use that platform to either, shine a light on women's basketball or just influence people through the game?
I would say like my like on my Instagram, I keep it like very like just basketball. Like
Yeah.
I try not to like do all like the other stuff. I try to like keep it mainly focused on basketball. Like show people that like you have to keep your social medias clean. Like that's a big part when it comes to like recruiting and just playing a sport in general.
Yeah. Do you think you've gotten more exposure because of social media? Do you feel like it's helped you?
It's definitely helped, like getting to post like my highlight videos and putting them out there and like tagging coaches and stuff like that. Like that definitely has helped.
What platform are you more prominent on? Instagram, X?
I would say Instagram.
Instagram. What? Because I've seen a lot of men's basketball players, football players. They post on X a lot.
Yeah. I post on there too, like with like the highlight videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a highlight that stands out to you the most that you've made?
Probably the highlights from states, like the 2 games in 10th grade.
In 10th grade? Is there like a play that stands out to you the most?
Yeah, I always watch this video. I don't know why. It's just it was versus Cabell Midland.
Yeah.
I think we were down by like 1, and I drove on the right side. Went up, girl fouled me. I got an and 1, and I just stood there and I did like a little flex, and then I walked away.
That's
but
funny.
like my favorite part of that whole thing was the bench's reaction, like my teammates, the way that they were just going crazy on the bench, like for me. I just love that support. So
yeah, having the support and then just like that mean mug moment.
Yeah.
Do you have like a picture from that?
I don't have a picture, but I just have the video.
Oh, there's definitely media there. Just a picture, just kind of like, I can't think of what NBA player it was, but like that's a good moment.
Yeah.
So talking about media, do you have like a guilty pleasure when it comes to like TV shows, movies, or snacks?
And not off the top of my head that I can think of, no.
Are you more of a movie person or a TV show person?
TV show.
What TV show have you been watching?
What? Reacher. I've been watching Reacher. It's on Prime Video though.
What is that?
I don't even know how to explain it, but like it's this guy who goes around and he just like basically just solves crimes.
Oh, so it's I don't want to say it's like Criminal Minds or like Law and Order, one of those.
It's more like action, like action wise.
So it's like, have you ever seen Daredevil? Do you know what
No,
Daredevil is?
I've never seen it, but I've seen a picture of it, but I haven't actually watched it.
So Daredevil is he's a blind superhero and he's trained in martial arts, can kick butt, but he's trying to bring down the mafia, the kingpin.
That's basically what this is. Like
Really?
this guy, he's like military,
Okay.
retired. Yeah.
And then, so do you feel like there's like a sisterhood and a team culture in women's basketball, and what do you feel like that means to you?
I feel like that means a lot. Like how I was just talking about my
Mm.
teammates, how they
Yeah.
just celebrate on the bench,
Yeah.
like the way they just show their support. I think that means a lot in women's basketball, just sticking together because people doubt women's basketball. So I feel like
Yeah.
just sticking together is like the main thing that's gonna help like women's basketball rise up.
And how do you feel like the community of women's basketball is different from men's basketball?
Um, I think with like men's basketball, I mean, it's a lot different. Like for men, there's a lot more support when it
Mm.
comes to certain things. But like that's the one thing I love about college basketball is like with the women's, like everybody supports like the
Yeah.
college girls basketball just as much as they do the men's.
And then I know like it's Nakeem, right? Is it what's your UConn player name?
Nika,
Nika. So I know that's your favorite player, but do you feel like Caitlin Clark's helped in a way as well?
yeah, definitely has helped get the viewers up too.
Mm.
Having the games being broadcasted now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done a lot for women's basketball. I mean, people have to give her credit for that because
Yeah.
not a lot of people used to watch basketball. Then they hear about Caitlin Clark, and now
Yeah.
it's like let's go watch a girls basketball game.
Have you ever personally seen Caitlin Clark in like in person?
No, I've only seen her on TV.
Okay. So in sports, what impact do you feel like you have as a female athlete beyond your sport, and how can you use your platform effectively?
Um, just like showing people like you're more than what just your sport. Like
Mm.
you're a person outside your sport. Like you, there's other things. Like the basketball is not gonna be everyday thing. Like it's gonna eventually stop. So like just finding like your purpose outside of the game,
Mm-hmm.
like hobbies that you enjoy, like just keeping like a level head and just like enjoying life.
So after basketball, do you see yourself doing something involving sports or something completely different?
Involving sports. I want to stay in within like the basketball area.
What could you see yourself doing?
Um, I'm not sure yet. Like I want to be like in the action. So something maybe like manager or something that's keeping me like connected with the game.
Like a GM or something?
Yeah.
Also like in charge of basketball operations, stuff like that.
Yeah, something sports agent, something
I know
like
you
that.
talked about you do creative writing. Have you ever thought about sports writing?
Not really, no, but I might look into it.
Hmm. And I think you said something about you wrote like an essay or like a paper about sports. What was that?
I wrote a essay on my how I broke my foot and how I had to overcome it.
Hmm.
I wrote that. It was like I had to dig deep into like
Yeah.
my own mind to really write about that. But yeah, I wrote about just how I broke my foot and how I had to overcome that, and how I've moved on like from to this day. So I mean, it's gonna be posted in like our school
Hmm.
paper thing. But yeah,
So what message do you want people to take away from that?
just that you might have a setback, but
Yeah.
you can overcome it.
For sure, not letting one moment define you.
Yeah.
Finding a way to break through, overcome anything. So, outside of winning games, winning championships, what does success look like for you in the long term?
Doing the thing I love, like my job,
Mm.
just enjoying it, just enjoying whatever I do.
Now, could you see yourself playing overseas or playing professionally at all?
Yeah, after college, I want to go overseas and play basketball.
What experience? I know you're not opposed to playing the WNBA, but what are you most looking forward to in that experience?
Meeting new people, seeing how the game is played overseas, like how is it different from like, because it's gonna be a little bit different,
Yeah.
like, and learning like the new languages and stuff like that.
Do you speak any other languages or you just speak English?
Just English,
Have you ever tried to learn another language?
Spanish, but it hasn't really worked out for me.
Is it just like, eh?
Yeah, it's like I know it, but then it's like I only know it when I'm taking it during class, and then after class, it's like I forget.
So you can say hi, you can say bye,
Yeah.
or like where's the bathroom, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So how do you define your legacy, and what do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered as somebody like who gave it their all, like pushed through no matter what. Always kept a smile on their face, like, and was just like somebody that was just there for people, like, just I would just say overall just somebody that pushed through.
And what impact do you feel like you've made in Spring Mills basketball?
I think I made a big impact in Spring Mills basketball, especially like I keep going back to 10th grade year, but that was like that was a year for us. Like
Yeah.
we that team helped put like Spring Mills like on the map, all
Yeah.
the way on the map. We got recognition. So yeah, I would say that.
I mean, but you do keep going back to 10th grade year, but from the outside looking in, that's a big year for you.
Yeah.
That's a really really successful year, but also like it's a year where almost didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
And so it's like you finding a way to overcome not only just the highs, but like a point where you're really low.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like a core memory. It like sticks out to you.
Yeah.
So, which is good. Not everybody has those memories. So, for like young girls playing basketball or playing any sport, what advice would you give to them?
Don't let the outside noise get to you. Just continue to chase your dream. Do what you love, and that you can overcome anything. Like don't let the hate get to you. That's a part of the game. Just have fun with it.
And how do you feel like you've influenced young girls playing basketball? Is there any moments that sticks out to you specifically?
Just them, like I had a little girl ask me to sign her shoe. So like that showed me that like I'm making a little bit of an impact on like some of these girls. Like I have little girls that play basketball ask me questions and stuff like that. So I feel like it makes me feel good, like knowing that I can be that older person for these younger girls.
And so like what's your favorite part, or not favorite part, but what do you feel like, is there any moment that stands out to you where somebody like you gave advice to a girl and I don't know, she like paid it back in return, or like you saw where you made an impact?
I would probably say like camps, like when I've worked at like camps before, like I try to like keep the girls motivated, like tell them like you can shoot the ball, like shoot the ball, like shoot it more, like, and or like drive more, and like they'll go and do that, and they'll be like I did that, like yeah, like you have to have confidence in yourself.
And then so and you talk about pass. Have you had any girl basketball player, or not pass, but bridge? Have you had any basketball players through that you've gotten to talk to?
No, I haven't gotten to talk to any basketball players.
But do you feel like basketball has helped you mentor your kid a lot more?
I would say so. Yeah.
So how do you stay passionate and motivated about the game after years of competition?
I would say what keeps me motivated is watching the older girls, like watching the girls that are above me, like they motivate me to do better, and knowing that like I'm gonna be going to the next level. So like just to continue to work hard and just do what I can do.
And is there like a piece of advice you would offer your younger self when you first started playing basketball at this point?
Probably just like that. Like there's gonna be like there's gonna be hard times in basketball, but like you're gonna overcome them. Like you can overcome them.
Yeah. So, if you could travel to like any moment in your basketball career, what moment would you go back to? What would you say, or what would you do in that moment?
Like a good like
It could be good, it could be bad.
uh
Maybe you just want to relive a moment again.
middle school when we played Wildwood
Okay.
and I hit the game winning shot, hit the game winning floater.
Right.
To win the championship. I would say that's a moment that I really enjoyed.
Was that 7th grade or 8th grade?
7th grade.
Because I know you won all 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and you played Wildwood most of the time.
Yeah.
So, like, kind of walk me through that play. Like, what happened in that moment? That stands out the most to you.
Cause I could still think of myself like now, like I mean, when I was in that, nothing was even going through my head. I was just like, I got the ball.
Yeah.
Just take it to the basket. So, I think just winning that was just like the best moment for middle school.
So, is there like a memorable? Obviously, that's memorable. But do you feel like there's like an embarrassing moment that you've ever had on the court?
Yeah.
What stands out to you the most?
I feel like I have embarrassing moments on the court all the time. Probably getting smacked in the face with a basketball.
That's happened to you before?
Yeah.
Was it a block or was it just?
I think just didn't catch the ball.
And it just hits you in the forehead?
Yeah, that's like a very embarrassing one.
It happens. Have you ever gotten a chance to like embarrass somebody or break somebody else's ankles?
I done it at practice this year.
You broke somebody's ankles?
At practice this year, I don't remember if they fell or not, but I just remember I got somebody.
That's cool. What'd you hit them with?
I don't have nothing like in my bag like that. Like my moves are simple, like just like a regular just crossover.
It's just a simple crossover, and they just
or like a jab step, something like that.
And they just weren't expecting it. It's lost the center of gravity, fell. That's funny. Is there any moments where like you're playing against guys where you've like gotten them with a move or?
No, but I don't know if he's gonna ever like let it go. But like I played DJ in a 1-on-1. I think it was like I don't remember, it was 9th grade year, but he beat me by 1.
Okay.
But I gave him the benefits and that like he used a boys ball, so it was heavier for me.
Yeah. So, but you almost beat him?
Yeah.
What were you guys playing to?
I don't even remember. It's probably like 3 or something like that.
And you almost beat DJ?
Yeah. He's gonna deny it, but
He probably will. That's funny though. So before we sign off, is there anything you want to say to the kingdom before we go?
I would say just enjoy life, live it to the fullest.
Enjoy your life, live it to the fullest, never give up on yourself, keep going, persist, keep on moving forward. So, it's been episode 6 Royal Vision Podcast. Special guest Kilah Dandridge. I'm Coach Matthew. Peace out. Love you guys.